Last week, I uploaded a really cool YouTube video, literally from the beach, where I talked about why trading is the best job in the world. And in the beginning of that video, I've mentioned that I was able to catch a trade on AUD and also send it in my community. And that trade helped me secure around $3,000 literally from the beach. And after that, a lot of people reached out to me privately asking me about that trade, about that AUD trade I took on my live funded account, if I can show them my analysis behind that. And that gave me an idea to film today's video, to basically do a trade breakdown on that AUD trade and to also show you how it barely took me any time to analyze that trade, place it on my live funded account, and also send it in my SMC trading group where people took this trade and also profited from it. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop on the charts. Before I continue with the video, I briefly wanted to mention that if you want to get access to the trades I am taking on a daily basis, you should go ahead and join my SMC trading group. It is the first link down below in the video description. So this was exactly when I opened my laptop on the beach on that specific day. It was the 1st of July, a beautiful sunny Monday, and I opened the chart on AUD and saw a bullish structure. What do I mean by that? First things first, I saw a break of structure right here. Okay, that's the first thing that I saw. And after that, I asked myself, okay, is this a aggressive break of structure or not? Because if it's not an aggressive break of structure, then I can forget about it and look for a different setup. But in this case, this right here was an aggressive break of structure. Why, you might ask? Well, because imbalance was left behind. Okay, we need to understand how to identify imbalance. We have a fair value gap from this candle right here to this candle. We can see the top of this candle isn't overlapping with the bottom of the third consecutive candle. So the imbalance is very clear. Okay, we can say that the momentum is bullish. After that, after knowing that we have an aggressive break of structure, I looked to the left and I also saw that liquidity was swept. Check this out. So we have a low right here. We have another low right here. Then we have another one right here. So we have three lows, almost equal. And then we had this fake out towards the downside that literally swept all the liquidity below these lows. Okay, so this right here is a major confluence for me. Whenever I see a liquidity sweep before a break of structure, that right there is a major confluence, because initially price faked out to the downside, stopping people out, grabbing all the liquidity, and then it showed its true intentions by breaking structure to the upside. So this was the second thing I saw. After that, I then placed the fib level from the low to the newly created high, okay, and asked myself if I have a unmitigated demand level or a fair value gap in my area of interest. Now, my area of interest is the golden area between 71 and 100. This is my golden area between 71 and 100. I look and see whether I have a fair value gap or a unmitigated demand. For a fair value gap, we do have it, but it is above. However, we do have a unmitigated demand level. And of course, you guys should feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content and you don't want to miss out on any future content. So right after, I was able to identify the unmitigated demand level that, as we can see, was lining up with discounted area, with the area of interest of this bullish range. After that, it was only a matter of time to find out whether this setup is valid to take or not. And you might ask, well, why didn't you just take it now? You have a high, you have a liquidity sweep, you have a demand lining up with the area of interest. Why don't you just place a buy limit and forget about it? Well, yes, but for me, I need one more confirmation. And I'm talking about momentum. Now you might be asking, okay, what are you talking about? Well, don't worry, let me show you. So let's play the price. After I see the high is confirmed, basically a small pullback, I usually place an alert between the 50 and the 71% level on the fib. Okay, that's what I do. Then I just play the price. Okay, right here I got alerted. I don't know if it was another candle. Yeah, let's see. On this candle, I opened the chart, this candle with the huge wick that revisited the top as well. And I asked myself, okay, is the momentum bullish or bearish? Okay, how do we find out if the momentum is bullish or bearish? Well, it is very simple. You have to use this tool right here, the date range tool. And what you want to do is measure from the low to the top that was created. Okay, measure the bars, how many candles it took for the price to travel this distance from the low to the top, and then measure the pullback. Okay, then you got to measure the pullback. And if the pullback is the same in terms of candlesticks or even bigger in terms of candlesticks, then that's great, because it means that the momentum is in your favor. If we would have had a pullback that was formed by one single candle, say we would have had something like this, boom, straight to the downside. This right here would be one single candle, okay? That would have been an aggressive pullback, okay? I wouldn't take the setup if I saw that the pullback was aggressive, but in this scenario, we can all agree that the pullback was a corrective one, okay? We can see that it took price the same amount of candles to travel towards the middle of the range, okay? So this definitely tells us that the momentum is bullish. Okay, we also have this huge wick right here, which signals pressure from the bulls. And because of that, I now have my final confirmation. I can now take the trade and send it in my SMC trading group as well. Okay, so my next step was to place the buy limit order. I usually place the buy limit right in between the 71 and the 79 levels. Stop loss right at the 100 and the take profit at 1 to 3, which is at the 0% level on the fib. And yeah, I placed this trade on my FTMO account, and I also sent it in my SMC trading group. Okay, now let's play the price and see how it played out. Right here it triggered, and then it went to the upside very beautifully, smashing the first two targets in my SMC trading group. And then it smashed the final take profit as well. Okay, and this is literally how I was able to secure $3,000, almost $3,000 from the beach by spending couple minutes to do this analysis, and then also sending it in my SMC trading group so that others can profit from it as well. And of course, you should feel free to join it. It is the first link down below in the video description. So you can see how easy the approach is. It's a step-by-step process that I go through daily, and that's literally how I analyze my setups on a daily basis. And on that note, feel free to let me know in the comment section if there's any unclarities or any questions you might have, or if there's any other video ideas. That would be very much appreciated. And also feel free to share and like this video if you found it valuable. Until next time, a very cool video will pop on the screen right now, where I will share how you can become profitable with only 15 minutes a day. You should go ahead and check it out. And lastly, I want to wish you all the best and take care.